City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for DeMar DeRozan.
And guys, it's inevitable over the course of a season that a player will have his ups and downs at the free throw line. And he's on a downswing this month. The percentage has dropped off, but I don't think it'll take him long to bring it back up.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not thinking I want to look nice or I want to make a nice move. I'm thinking about dominating the paint. Guys, I'm thinking about dominating sideline reporting.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. And for the Bulls, DeRozan out there with Levine. Then it's Ball, and it's Vucevic, and it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Shot by Collins, no good. Here's Chicago. Here's DeRozan. And he banks in the layup.
And just so hard to stop DeRozan from making his way inside and generating points.
Young against Ball. A nice shot by Young.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Levine for 3. He can't get it to go. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Here's DeRozan following the basket by Trae Young. And here's DeRozan. Good work defensively by Capella. Popped up there for Collins. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. To the paint. Here's Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
That one is off. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
You see the strength Levine's added to his frame allows him to fight through that physical D.
Collins finds Young. Right at the free throw line. Count the basket. Young's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Levine. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. The shot's good.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Ball against Young. Outside Collins. Out to the wing. Here's Luwawu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Young against Ball. Outside Levine. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Capella. Lobbed up there for Collins. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Zach LaVine. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's right around 29 points a night, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Clint Capella. That's his first personal foul.
Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Herter passes to Collins. It's good.
John Collins does a nice job reading the defense there, staying focused right through the contact and gets the finish.
Ball, the pass to Levine. The rebound by Luwawu. The Hawks trail it. Young, right side, over Ball. Young's shot is off. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field to this point.
Yes, sir.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Now, here's Collins. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Herter, 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Atlanta gets it back. Passes it to Young. Now, here's Collins. Takes the 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collins.
3 points.
Young's got 9 points. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Hawks. Ball surveying the defense. Vucevic off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Outside Collins. There's the pass to Young. Shoots over Ball. No good off the back of the rim. The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. outside, Levine. Atlanta with the rebound.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And finish off by Collins.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
And Chicago shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Ball kicks to Caruso. Levine passes to Vucevic. Misses from short range. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Collins grabs the miss. The Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Llewellyn. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shoots from the baseline. Young, no good. Chicago with the ball. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And, Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. He seems so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
So for the Bulls, Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Derek Jones comes in for Levine. And it's Kobe White in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Williams. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Jang finds Wright. Gallinari outside. At the top of the key, Williams shoots over White. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Ball kicks to White. Pass to DeRozan. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Hawks have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. White dishes to Reddish. Shoots over White. A shot by Reddish, no good. Chicago leading. Jones kicks to Ball. DeRozan against Jang. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Now here's White. T right on him. And the basket is good.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Williams scanning the floor. Driving inside. Lays it up and makes it in. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Ball dishes to White. The turnaround Jay. Atlanta with the rebound. Gallinari with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Zhang kicks to Wright.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Williams passes to Zhang. Gallinari down low. White's there. And it's Gallinari missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by White. White's got his second bucket.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And finished off by Jang.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Ball. Jones trying to get open. Ball, no good. The Hawks trailing. Now here's Williams. Over Jones. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. .50 seconds left to play in the first. Outside, White puts up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Williams finds Wright. Right wing. Now Reddish. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Offensive rebound out to Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. That shot is off. Bradley with some nice D. And here is Ball. That shot no good. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action after this word. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Lou Williams out there with Wright. Then it's Boogie down. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Reddish in at the 3. And the Hawks with possession here. The Bulls getting the bucket. It's Williams with the drive. And the rejection by Bradley. The dish to White. Bradley deciding where to go with it. There's the triple. And it's White missing. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Reddish. No good on the 3. Green against Jang. And then Jones with the jam.
And the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here is Gallinari. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Williams. Here's Jang. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that score. Some changes for Chicago. Zach Levine's checked in for Jones. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kobe White. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in. Here's Williams. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Levine against Collins. And stolen by Jang. One-on-one here. Williams can't get it to go.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded by Williams. Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Caruso. Now Bradley. He's guarded by Williams. Shoots a fader. Bradley can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Right side, Williams. A shot, no good. Bradley with some nice D. Now here's Dosunmu. Tight defense on him. Passes it to Caruso. The baseline J. Here's Bradley. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Right with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the pass to Williams. And here's Collins. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun. So I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's right on the wing. The jump hook. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Bulls leading by 4. Caruso looking for an opening. Back to Levine. And there's the drive. And yes, it's good. Levine's got 11 points.
Without a doubt, one of the game's most graceful athletes. Levine just seems to glide down the lane.
Atlanta calls timeout.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get up and get loud for the Locomotives.
Bulls making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jang. Kevin Herter comes in for Williams. Young is subbed in for Wright. Now, here's Reddish. Guarded by Levine. Now, Reddish. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Young. Atlanta again missing. The Bulls leading by 6. And here is Dosunmu. Down low. Green, the pass to Levine. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 13.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Collins kicks to Reddish. Bobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upbringing. Born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
Offensive rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Young. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Levine. He's got 13. Vucevic finds Levine. Here's Caruso. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. And that one's good, Caruso. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Green against Young. Collins trying to break free. Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Trae Young looking like one of those young players who on a nightly basis gives you something you haven't seen before.
Here's Dosunmu. Misses the 3. The Hawks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. A shot by Reddish, no good. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Herter passes to Capella. No good. That would have tied it. Chicago has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here is Young. He's got 13. Here's Herter. Here's the floater. Count that bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Inside, there's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Offensively, Levine is totally in the zone. Defense is having a hard time shaking him off his spots.
Now, here's Capella. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
And one of the bigger names in free agency, John Collins, ends up re-signing with Atlanta. Didn't see too much of a bigger market for him during the process. And he fits in so well with the future of this team.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Green. Jones comes in for Levine. White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Alex Caruso. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Reddish. Here's Luwawu. Young outside. To the middle. Wants to get it to Collins and does. That ties the game. And that's 12 points for John Collins.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
Looking around.
2 minutes.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his
And
second
with
personal
Kobe
foul.
White, you hate to see him settle. He's best when going at the rim. The defense wins if he takes that mid-range jumper.
2 shots.
And Greg, with Kobe White, he's a solid shooter, but teams have keyed in on it.
I just want to see him more in attack mode. He's a solid finisher when he gets in there, and it could take his game to the next level.
And both free throws good for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Here's Luwawu. Outside Collins. Young with no one around. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
Pass to Herter. Young with the ball. 29 points for him last game against Chicago.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Young against Ball. Outside DeRozan. That shot off. Collins with some nice D. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Herter's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
Herter showing off the fact that he has a float game as well.
Fires from 14. Collins grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Takes it from 10, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Ball against Young. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Good work defensively by Capella. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Atlanta up 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, John. You are having your way inside the paint. What's allowing you to be so effective?
My teammates are finding me. I think I'm doing a good job of trying to, play with energy, run the floor, roll hard, and be an athlete above the rim. And I think, like I said, my teammates are finding me. I'm doing a good job of finishing.
You are certainly being available to your team. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their patience, their discipline.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot and everything efficient?
DeRozan out there with Vucevic. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Ball. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. The Bulls have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And, Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Chicago ball.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Bulls trail by 4. Now LaVine dishes it to DeRozan. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Ball against Young. Ball kicks to Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Capella.
And really, this is the role of Capella, to come out, play that strong defense, and alter as many shots as possible.
Pass to Luau. Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Ball finds Levine. Into the lane. Bucket is good. Levine's got 17.
Easy to be in awe of Levine. Exceptional with the basketball and has some tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Collins. Young outside. Pass to Herter. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Chicago the other way. And here is Ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bean passes to Vucevic. Good work defensively by Capella.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Shot up two there. Bulls trail by 6. Outside Levine. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Steps back and shoots. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Levine. That shot misses. Collins with some nice D.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Luau. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. On the pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Capella. Nice move. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Luau. Picked off in midair. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." And guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. And then for Atlanta, Jang, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Luau Cabarro, and it's DeLon Wright in for Kevin Herter. DeRozan scanning the floor to stop the drought, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Watch out now. When DeRozan is moving like this towards the hoop, you're in for a show.
Right against DeRozan. And right, here we go. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Bulls trail by 8. back up. No good that time. Collins with some nice D. Down low. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Caruso. Here's Bradley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Jang. Bulls trail by 10. Here's Caruso. 6 points for him. And Wright pulls it down.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Pass to Reddish. Now Gallinari. Shoots from 14. And that one good. Gallinari's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
Sweet shot from Gallo. So many ways he can hurt you.
Outside, Levine. Ball kicks to Caruso. Levine up top. He's got 17. Good on the shot.
Running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
Here's Young driving the lane. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, ball. Passes to Caruso. Outside, Levine. The pass to Bradley. Rebound, Atlanta. Levine deciding where to go with it. Another shot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Giving this team size out of the backcourt. Levine has enough strength to convert there through the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Williams, he's checked in for Wright.
For Chicago, Zach LaVine. Shooting.
Free throw good, Levine.
The main piece of the Jimmy Butler Minnesota trade in 2017, Zach LaVine stepped into a bigger role with the Bulls, averaging over 25 points per game during his third season in the Windy City.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Right side, Bradley. Feeds it to Ball. Pass to Caruso. Here's Bradley. He can't get that one, so the Hawks will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Young outside. Outside Collins. Over in the corner, Reddish. Shot on the wing. And it's Chicago with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do and not enough credit for what he does.
He's off on that one. Collins with some nice D. Atlanta leading by 11. Now here's Reddish. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Williams. Caruso grabs the miss. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more.
Yeah, the three-pointer is not in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Pass to Young. Kicks to Williams. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Some changes for Chicago. Derek Jones, he's checked in for DeRozan. Green comes in for Levine. And it's Kobe White in for Alex Caruso. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta.
So much talk about the improvement in Lonzo Ball's three-point mechanics. It takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication.
Molinari with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. There's Williams. And Jones sends it back to the inside. Here's Ball. Rebound by the Hawks.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now Gallinari. Back to Young. Lob pass to Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
1:19 left in the third. Here's Green with the drive, and it's denied. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Coming onto the floor.
And here's White. He's got 9. Passes it to Jones. Ball from long range. They grab their own miss. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Jones.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Young. Good D by Jones. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. They get the rebound. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Green, no luck.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Defense cannot leave a potent scorer like Lou Williams that open.
Outside, Ball. Inside, just 3 on the clock. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut to just 9 in the basket from Vucevic. And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. Here's Herter. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. In the corner, Herder with it. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Watch out below. Gallinari gets up there. You don't see that much from him, but like to see it when you do.
Chicago calls timeout.
And you have to love how eager Kevin Herder is to make an impact for his team.
Well, the roles that he plays, GA, are quite special. He is a good shooter, but last year we saw a lot of growth in his playmaking ability. He's able to stay on the floor and defend guys at his position. So he has a great IQ on that end of the floor, and his game continues to grow.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Jones, and it's Dosunmu in for Green. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. Back to Gallinari. The pass to Herder. Pocket 6. Over in the corner, Reddish. Shoots over Dosunmu. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
Shooting for Atlanta.
That free throw good from Reddish.
Such a versatile forward that can defend and shoot and score. Reddish's game has future all-star written all over it.
And so he hits both. Bulls trail by 13. Down low. And finished off by DeRozan.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Williams up on top. He's covered by Ball. Here's Gallinari. Capella trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks. To the inside. White. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's Herder. White covering. Capella inside. Vucevic on him. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Gallinari missing. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Ball dishes to DeRozan. Here's White. That one rolling around and rims out.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Bulls trail by 13. Here's Ball. He dishes it to DeRozan. He kicks to Vucevic. Hits it from three-point range.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
Gallinari outside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Herder. White covering. Here's Reddish. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And Reddish pinballing, fighting his way through the defense, and then finding a way to score.
Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Capella. To the paint. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Vucevic.
Danilo possesses a deceptive strength that he uses so well on plays like that. Got to the hoop plus the foul.
Chicago making some changes. Zach LaVine comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Alex Caruso in for White. Then for the Hawks, John Collins comes in for Williams, and Luwawu subbed in for Reddish.
One thing you love about stars like Danilo Gallinari is how they remind you that basketball is truly an international game.
And especially, GA, for Gallinari to want to come over and play against the best in the world. It wasn't about achieving MVPs and accolades in the Italian league. He wanted to stack up his skill set versus the best small forwards and power forwards in the NBA, and Gallo has had a remarkable career as a professional here in the States.
Here's Gallinari. Collins trying to break free.
And they ran that pick and roll extremely precise. The result was a good look for Gallinari.
Gallinari against Ball. On the wing, Levine. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Vucevic. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Vucevic.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Pass to Herter. To the middle. Here's Collins. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 22 points for John Collins.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
DeRozan against Collins. Stolen by Collins. Here's Luwawu. He's covered by Ball. Luwawu, the pass to Collins. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. DeRozan, that's good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Gallinari against DeRozan. Gallinari passes to Herter. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And that one hits back iron. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. That one falls. Levine's got 24.
And that's exceptional body control from Levine, contorting himself nicely for the contact and finish.
To the inside. And there's Collins on the assist from Gallinari. And the Hawks lead by 13.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine with the slam.
Mercy. That was downright dirty. Levine. Yes, sir.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
DeMar DeRozan. That's his first personal foul.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
Hey, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bradley's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Young's checked in. Outside DeRozan from 12 feet out. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
And guys, DeMar DeRozan has really come into his own on the court. It's been great to see him realize that potential and become the player a lot of guys knew he could be.
Atlanta calls timeout. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. The Hawks leading by 11. Capella, high post. Back to Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And so Young nails them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now here's DeRozan. Over Collins. Bradley. Atlanta with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Young, here we go. Inside. Passes it to Luwawu. Capella trying to free himself up. And Luwawu gets it to go. And the Hawks lead by 16.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Ball with the bucket.
Alonzo does a good job there of creating the space, which helps him to settle in to that mid-range attempt.
And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 24 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Collins against Levine. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
And no question, Levine has a talent for taking to the sky. And he'll show it off every chance he gets.
And Young kicks to Collins. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Lob pass to Capella. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation.
Chicago ball.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Down to the floor for the Hawks, Cameron Reddish.
Bulls trail by 14. DeRozan trying to get open. Here's Bradley. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Capella. In the corner, Collins with it. Young in the corner. 5 to shoot. The 11-footer. Here's Capella. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Hawks lead by 16. Ball, the pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Well, he's a great floor general out there. You can see that ball is consistent at looking to distribute and find guys in the right spot.
Outside Collins. Here's Herter. Guarded by Levine. And he comes up with the deuce.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Now the pass to Bradley. 1:36 left to play here in the 4th. There's Ball with the 3. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks leading by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series. And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight.
For John Collins.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Bulls. Here's Caruso. Boom, he jams it straight down.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Young dishes to Capella. And the rejection by Bradley. Reddish with the ball. Atlanta again missing. Down low. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Ball.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young taking his time here. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, guys. Trey, what does a win like this mean in terms of where this team is heading?
I think we're headed in the right direction. I'm super excited about the future here in Atlanta, the future in this team, and I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Certainly looks like it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.